Hey everyone, today I thought I would share my tips for the fastest way to make better candles. Not just for yourself, but particularly if you're interested in selling those candles to other people. So whether you're a new candle maker looking to just start a new hobby but make better candles, or if you're interested in starting a small candle business and eventually growing that into a larger candle business, then it's important to know the fastest, best way to improve your products. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's go ahead and get started. If you're new to the channel, my name is Wade. I'm the owner of Black Tie Barn, and on this channel, we talk mostly about running a candle business and how to make better candles. But we also dive into some other related topics as well. So if that interests you and you're not already a subscriber to the channel, it's free. Hit subscribe below. And if you like this video at the end, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well. With that being said, let's dive into today's topic: how to make better products and how to do it quickly. However, there's a bonus, because not only am I going to tell you how to make better candles faster, but also how to do it at a lower cost. All right, so how do we do it? Sounds like it's too good to be true, right? Well, one question that always comes up in the consultations, the one-on-one consultations that I do, which by the way, there is a link below in the video description if you're interested in ever booking one of those with me. I do half-hour ones. You can book multiple ones if you want to do longer. But one of the most common questions I get is, I am not super comfortable with my products, my candles. How can I, A, improve them quickly, but also get more confident in my products? Like, I just feel like they're not good enough. I get that question all the time. And that's good. A, it means you care, but B, it means that you are trying to do your due diligence and be deliberate about your testing before you just launch a new product on the market. So that is a very good question, and it is a legitimate concern. However, I do want to tell you, not only is it something that's a good thing to think about, but there's an easy solution to this. And this is something I recommend to everyone all the time during my consultations. And I can summarize it in 2 words, but let me tell you the details behind it. And those 2 words are test group. So you may have already considered this and thought about this. Of course, I need a test group for my candles. However, there's much more to it, and I often see people going about it the wrong way. So let's dive into what I mean by a test group and how I would personally go about this and why I think this can be extremely powerful. A test group, in a nutshell, is a group of individuals that you share your products with that test them and give you feedback. However, it's so much more than that, and let me tell you the best way to go about doing it. The first thing that's important to know is that this test group needs to be a little bit diversified. So you don't want this just to be family members. You don't want this to be your closest friends. You want this to be a combination of people. Yes, you can have a family member. Yes, you can have some friends, but also try to get some other people that are not afraid to be completely objective to you. And sometimes that is your family members. They don't mind just telling you straight up how it is. In other words, don't have 5 of your closest girlfriends, right? You want some variety of feedback and perspective. But the most important thing is just not turning anyone down here. Be accepting of anyone that wants to get involved, because I'm going to tell you about some of the benefits here and how to go about it the right way. Identify who's going to help you. And I would start with the test group of around probably 5 people. You can grow this to more if you would like and you're more comfortable with it. That's totally up to you, but I would try to get 5 or 6 individuals to help you get going. Now, you've got a couple options here on how to actually create this group. Some people will make a private Facebook group or some other kind of platform to kind of host this group. That's good because you can announce new products and the plans and do everything at the same time and keep everyone on the same page. So tell them about the new product, send the products out there, get feedback directly from them and everything. The issue with doing this as a collaborative group is you don't want them sharing perspective. You don't want the feedback to be shared. So if you're going to do this, make sure they submit their feedback privately to you. And we're going to talk about the best way to get this feedback and how to collect this information here shortly. What I would recommend is keeping this a little bit more private and just have them basically sign up through a form or something like that. You can use a Google Doc or a Google form. You can use an email. It doesn't really matter. You just need a list of these 5 people. You want to have some kind of document that kind of outlines what the expectations are. So I'm going to provide this product. I'm going to provide you a form to fill out, and just let me know if you're interested in doing this. And if so, send this back to me. That way you have a documented list of who's part of your test group. And you don't have to be that formal about it if you don't want to. I just like to go about that because I'm kind of OCD with that stuff. But stay with me on this video because I want to talk about the details of what you should be trying to collect. And again, the best part about this process and how to save you money as you continue with product development. So the premise is quite simple. You identify your test group. You're going to give them products to test and provide feedback. It's good to have these products tested at early stages while you're still developing them, but also then once you get to the final product. You're going to gather this information from your feedback group, and then you're going to use this information to correct, tweak, improve your products as you go. And I would not pass a product as a finished product for sale until it has gone through this test group. That's the premise of a test group. Pretty simple. Okay, so how do you go about collecting the information you need? Well, first, what is most important to you? brainstorm, make a list, whiteboard, whatever you want to do, everything that you want to know about your products, and make this list. No, there's no wrong answers. Throw it up there, let it stick, and then you can organize them later. For example, you might care about the hot throw. I would hope so. You care about how strong your candle is when it's burning. You might care about the cold throw, which of course is the smell of your candle when it's not burning. You might care about the fragrance itself, like forget about the strength, just about the fragrance itself. Is it a pleasant fragrance? You're going to get a lot of different opinions on this because everyone has different perspectives, right? Everyone's got different preferences. Those are some obvious ones, but you also want to know how the candle burns. How does it burn after 2 hours, 4 hours, and even ask them to do a little bit of a power burn, 6 or 8 hours. How does it perform? You're going to want to know how this performs in different size rooms, small room, medium size room, and a large open space. But remember, if you are doing this as a business, you want to make sure your candles are sellable. You want people to see your candles on a shelf and be interested. So you might want to know about the jar shape, the jar size, the jar design, the color of the jar if there is one. You're also going to want feedback about your label. If you're this far along in the process, you've got a finished product, you want to know what they think about your label. Is there anything missing? Is there anything that they can change? You're going to want to ask some very direct questions on a scale of, say, 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, but you're also going to want to add open-ended questions as well. So on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you think about this fragrance? And then the open-ended part of that is, would you change or tweak anything about this fragrance that might make it better for you? What do you think about this label on a scale of 1 to 5? But what changes would you make to this label if it were you? What do you think about the candle name? So there's a lot of different things that you could be asking for feedback on. Don't think just about the candle and the way it burns, but think about the aesthetics, think about the label, ask about the warning label, ask about whether you prefer with a lid or no lid. There are so many things that you could be asking your feedback group. There's no faster way to improve your product in other people's eyes without asking other people. So that's the key about this. You can focus all your time and effort on making a product you like, but you also need to know what other people think about it as well. So test groups are extremely, extremely important and very, very helpful. Not to mention you're getting 5 times the feedback in the same amount of time. So you're really, really expediting how quickly you can improve your products. So how do you want to collect this information? Some people use a Google form. Some people use actual cards that they provide or documents they provide and have them fill out and manually give them back. It depends on your setup. Are these remote test users? Most people will use local people for this because it's cheaper than shipping products out, but it's entirely up to you. Maybe have a couple remote ones that you ship products to and the rest be local. But whatever way you want to collect this information is totally fine. You can do it in email. You create an email template form in Gmail and they just answer the questions. Personally, my favorite is the Google form. I think they're very easy to create. You can ask your questions. You can have conditional questions. And then you just send it to them with every new product that they test and they submit it. And then it can put all this information into a spreadsheet for you. I'm going to create an example for you and have it linked in the description below if you'd like to use it. Speaking of which, if you're interested in more resources like that going forward, I'm going to be sending out a new newsletter. I'm not sure if it's going to be weekly or how often it's going to be yet, but it's going to be candle information, news about the industry, tips and tricks, documents and resources like this. If you're interested in that, be sure to sign up at the newsletter in the description below. All right, so I'm sure you're with me on board here with the importance of a test feedback group and why it can really speed up your candle making progress, but also not just how well your candles burn, but how sellable they are. So if you haven't already thought about this, I hope this has already been very valuable to you and helpful to you. If it has, give this video a like. If you've already considered and had other people testing your products for you, then great, you're ahead of the game. However, there's one thing that I haven't mentioned yet that I want you to consider doing. Most people think of a test group as, I'm going to give you a candle for free, and all I ask for you in return is some feedback. However, I have a suggestion. These days, people want to be part of something that is growing, part of something new. They want to be part of something, especially if it's local and it's someone they know and they can continue to show their support. And most people love candles. Chances are these people that are interested in your test feedback group love candles and they're willing to help you out and get these products at a discounted rate, not just free. So I have recommended to many people, and I've done this myself, provide your candles at cost, not just free. And if you struggle to find this, you can create a test group with some free products, but don't start that way. Try to get people interested in product development for you, providing feedback, being a test group member, and they get your candles at cost. Now, I wouldn't necessarily do this on the products that are still very early, where you're not even sure about wicking, like you're still experimenting, right? But once you kind of get to that stage where providing a finished product, you want them to test it for you, give you complete feedback before you consider it a winner and list it as a sellable item. That finished product, give it to your test group at cost. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to do this because they're trying to support you, and they want to be part of building something new. And they're getting these new candles, getting to be part of this experience. Some of these are going to be very nice candles, and they're getting that cost. So they might be getting a great candle to test for like $6. They're not going to turn that down. And they're getting to always have something new coming to them as well. So they're getting new products that they get to be a part of, and they're getting new candles for their house, whether it's for decor or for its fragrance, whatever it is. They're going to go spend money on candles anyways, but they're getting yours at cost and get to be part of something new. So I would really recommend that. And of course, the advantage of this is you're working on product development for little to no cost of your own. A lot of people are afraid to do this because they can't afford, as a new candle maker, as a new small business with limited funds, to be continuing to test, and give products away for free. And so that makes them nervous. And it causes one of two things. Either one, they don't do much at all, and it takes forever to test and to really start making a lot of candles and selling them because they just don't have the funds to keep testing. Or two, they skip that process entirely because they don't have funds, and they end up making candles that are poor quality, not safe, no feedback at all, and they just kind of bypass the whole testing process. Not a good idea. So I would definitely try this route. Sell your candles at cost, or roughly. Give them a significant discount. Maybe if your candles cost $6 or $7 to make, you're just trying to get feedback, give it to them for $5, test group, they get the product, and all you ask for return is this feedback. Then go beyond that, but because they were test group members, once your company launches and your candles become for sale, give them a perpetual discount. So this member, they get 25% off forever. Something like that. So there's a lot of ways you can go about it. This is just an example. You don't have to follow this verbatim, but this is just an example of a way to go about this and get a test group that helps you improve your candles quickly, but also saves you money to product development. All right, so I hope this information has been helpful to you. Again, this is something we talk about in my one-on-one consultations all the time. It's been very valuable to a lot of people to improve their products quickly, grow their business faster, and really expedite the timeline from trying to do everything themselves and try to speculate on what people might want. Don't speculate. Find out. Go to people. It's a fantastic approach. It's very, very successful. But again, it's the fastest, best, and cheapest way to improve your candles quickly. Good luck to all of you. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like this video below as well and what you think about these tips. Are you already doing something like this? If not, are you considering doing it now? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for the support on the channel as always, and I'll talk to you soon.